planning since 2004, and it's a long time. And I have, given training to so many students. All the students whom I teach are very, very dear to me, and I always, think about them in all my prayers every day. And Sonia is also one of our students only. So I have done my graduation BCom honors from Delhi University, then PG DFM, and I worked with SBI. I'm a certified financial planner myself. I started my work with State Bank of India. Then after working for 4 years, I joined UTI Mutual Fund. Then in 2003, I took a break from UTI Mutual Fund as well, and I joined the CFP course. This CFP course was just new at that time. It was just launched in India. And National College of India, International Financial Planning was the first college who launched this course in India. They thought about bringing this concept to India, and we started with the CFP course. So I joined CFP course. Later on, we had many courses like PGDFP, then MBA in financial planning. So the students range from professionals to college students who have done graduation. They joined our full-time programs. Then the professionals, they joined CFP programs. So we have thousands of students we have trained in this span of 17 years around. And let me check whether Sonia has joined.
So Madhuji, I will add 2 points to your introduction because you were very humble in your intro.
Okay.
So guys, Madhuji happens to be the program director for CFP with International College of Financial Planning. And the content, the books, the study materials, whatever you see, are all prepared under her guidance, her leadership, and a lot of it is being done by her self. She is the one who is driving all that, making all that. And to add to it, she happens to be the former director of Fpsp India board as well. So imagine Fpsp India board former director herself coming and teaching you in the class. So she brings a lot of authority as far as the CFP program is concerned. And trust me, not because you have joined for this webinar and I have to share this information, but then you can, even when you go out in the market and when you talk to people, you will get to know, you will get to realize that uh, almost anybody who has done CFP, who has studied CFP program, would one way or the other would have been mentored by, touched by, contacted by Madhuji at least ever. I mean, at least once or twice during his journey. So that's the way, that's the kind of reputation that Madhu Sinha has, and we are indeed pleased to have you, ma'am, with us.
Thank you so much, Rajeshji.
I am not well, ma'am, so I
Yeah,
will
please.
need
Yeah,
your
please.
permission to be on off.
Yes, yes, please.
But then I'm here during the webinar, so if at
Yes,
all
yes.
there is anything that I need to add to, I will be.
Please take care of yourself. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah.
And I have also written 2 books, which is Financial Planning a Ready Reckoner, and the other is Retire Wealthy. These books are available online. The idea of starting writing the book was that students who are doing CFP program should get the problem which they are facing in exam. So I have taken care of all the students' problems as well, which they face in exam while writing my books, as well as the layman. If anybody wants to do planning for himself or herself, then they can refer to these books and they can do financial planning for themselves, as well as they can do retirement planning also. To some extent, to large extent, they can understand. And then again, for guidance for investment of money, they will need the guidance of a certified financial planner, because they may understand. So once they read the books, they will have the knowledge of various concepts, so they can discuss with the financial planner when the financial planner is making their plans. So this is how I have been, my journey altogether so far has been. And I think Sonia has joined us. Has Sonia joined us? Somebody has written. Are you asking the book name? Nishit? Okay, I will give you the books names. I think Sonia is in Australia, so she was traveling, so maybe she's taking some time to join. In the meantime, if you have any question, you can ask. Somebody's asking about the book names, so I'll write the book names here. Yeah, yeah, somebody has a question to ask, you can ask me.
Yes, ma'am. So my background is been into banking and wealth management, worked
Right.
across MNC banks and NBFC.
Hmm.
I've been on a sabbatical for 3 years.
Hmm.
And I have a work experience of 11 years. I've managed all high net worth individuals, corporates, etc. So
Right.
I need to understand that what kind of value will this course add to my career?
See, till now you are managing your clients with your experience, right?
Yes.
So there is one topic, very big topic here, which is behavior finance.
Okay.
You will be you will be able to understand the psychology of investors, their knowledge levels. I'm sure you must be doing risk profiling of your client before
Yes.
making plans for them. But there
Yes.
is one subject which is estate planning. In India,
Yes.
we don't focus on estate planning so much. You must have seen many cases where people have not written their will, and their family had to go undergo legal hassles after the death of the person. So estate planning is one full subject, which is, I think, the need of the hour in India. Whenever you are talking to any client, other than providing for their various financial goals, you also have to look at their succession planning, legacy planning. Either he may be a working professional or he is a businessman. It becomes very important when the person is having a small business to do legacy planning as well. So all that will be understood by you in detail. Plus
Okay.
the asset portfolio management strategies and portfolio rebalancing strategies, right? I'm sure taxation you must be having great knowledge because you must be doing tax planning also for your clients. But then this course will teach you a lot because there are 4 levels and the content which we have prepared is wonderful. You will understand that once you start reading the books, you will believe that yes, you have taken a right decision by joining this course.
Okay. Because I've been on a break for 3 years. So
Yeah.
currently I'm not advising clients, but I am in touch with them, in
Yes.
terms of
This course will give you a great help in
okay.
restarting your career and understand your clients better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you. And when
Yeah.
does this start?
We are just starting. We are just waiting for the host, the Sonia ma'am, to join because she's in Australia and she was traveling. I just spoke to her 10 minutes back. She said, "I'm
Okay.
just joining. I'll just check whether she has joined and we'll start."
I'm
Okay.
here,
And to
ma'am. I'm here.
Hi, Sonia.
Hi, everyone. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Fine, 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 Sonia.
Good
It's
morning,
great to.
ma'am.
Good morning. It's
Good
great to
morning.
see. It's great to see you, Sonia, after such a long time.
Yes, great to see
So
all of you.
I think we met before you went to Australia. You came to Mumbai and we had that meeting, right?
Yes, it is so
So,
lovely to connect back again
right,
and face to face, especially. So,
yes,
very good to see you, Christian, as well.
Thank
right.
you, ma'am. Same here.
So I'll just start with my introduction about Sonia and then Sonia will continue from here. Sonia Ambwani is a certified financial planner and certified financial analyst from ICFI, India. She is an alumni of International College of Financial Planning. She is highly skilled, educated, and experienced financial planning professional. Sonia has over 12 years of experience in the finance industry. She has developed financial plans for over 2,000 clients, which include clients from US and Australia. She has also been a professor at International College of Financial Planning. She got the opportunity and moved to Australia around 3 years back and is working with a reputed wealth management company in Australia. She is with us today to share her journey and how CFP has helped her get her dream job in Australia. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you. It's a pleasure being here and attending and talking to all of you today. And first of all, I would start with saying thank you to Madhu, ma'am. This is where my journey or my career in finance industry started with her. So a special thank you to you, ma'am, for being my mentor all these years. And I still feel like you're there for me whenever I need you. So thank you for being there. And thank you to International College of Financial Planning for shaping my career and getting me where I wanted to be. And today I would be sharing my journey and how I started, and maybe most of you might be thinking the same, have some questions, and maybe at the same point of career where I was, or maybe at some level where you want to take on the next decision or make a career change. And if I can be of any help to answer those questions, please let me know by the end of this call. If you have any questions in between, please raise your hand. You know how to raise your hand using the options. Just raise your hand and I'll make sure that your questions are being attended today. Okay. But I would like to see everyone while being on this call. So it would be good connection if I could see you today. If you could put on your video camera, I think we will connect better. I know you must be sitting at home, background funny. I don't mind that. I would just like to see your face and we feel more connected while we see you here. Do you all agree with me? No compulsion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you so much. So I'll start with how I started my journey. When I completed my, in fact, you start deciding your career when you're in 10th, 11th standard. And I was always wanting to make a career in finance industry. And that was from where that thought came from. My father used to work in a bank. And I said, I wanted to be like him. I said, please help me choose an appropriate course or a career that can help me make a career in banking and financial services industry. And that's all where it started. And I came across this course curriculum of postgraduate diploma in financial planning and certified financial planner. And I went through the course curriculum with my dad, and he was like, this is amazing. This is going to really help you out. Go for this. And I used to trust him. I really used to trust him when I started that journey. And I said, okay, if you have been in that background and if you think, I'll trust and go for it. And that's how I started my journey of being in the financial service industry and decided to pursue my certified financial planner. But when I decided, I said, it was not an easy journey with the examination that at that time we had all 6 examinations. There's things that have changed, but I've gone through 6 hours of consecutive exams, 3 hours of each. So it was a bit difficult, challenging to do at that time, but I made it at that time that I'm going to complete this in a year and make sure I become a CFP. And while doing the course, I made sure I read a lot of newspapers, magazines, and not just gaining knowledge through books, but also talking to finance professionals. Thanks to International College of Financial Planning, we had guest lectures coming from banking industry, from finance industry, who were financial advisors, who were themselves coming and delivering, which helps us have more questions as to what happened in the industry and helped us understand more about the course curriculum. So that's how I started my journey. And I would now go on how when I completed my CFP and where I started my first job to where I am now. and whether you could be there in your dream job. Maybe at the end of the questions, I would like to throw some questions to you as to why, what made you join this seminar today, and what are your thoughts, and if I could help, to answer those questions of where you want to be. So my first job was with Ameriprise Financial, where I started with a kind of financial planning associate, and I was doing financial plan developing and writing financial plans for US clients. I used to work with financial advisors with which were in US, and it was an amazing learning, and that I do it. And the career, why Ameriprise hired me was because of our background into financial planning. All that financial jargons that are being used in the financial planning industry was so easily. And at that time, I got so much good feedback from my financial advisors that directors of Ameriprise Financial were, were surprised, and they could increase their more business, engage more financial advisors because of the great feedback that not only came from me, but there were a lot of students from International College of Financial Planning which were hired, and they got amazing feedback because of the background that we came in. So it's very important that if you want to work in the financial planning industry, in the finance industry, a course like a program like CFP would help you to understand the basics. It would clear the basics, whether you work in India, whether you work in any part of the world. Getting the basics right is most important. If you've got the basics right, no job is difficult. You can crack and you can get any job in this world. I can tell you from my experience, working with US financial advisors, working with now Australian financial advisors, I can easily understand the jargons being used, even if it is difficult jargons, and whether it relates to investments, or it relates to retirement planning, or it relates to basics of some financial planning. It is so easy. And I spent almost 3 years of my time with Ameriprise Financial. And then I had a family life, I got married, I had kids. And then I did some financial planning at home during that time. And I also worked with an Indian company called SMC, which was offering financial planning to customers in India. And at that time also, we used to charge around 20,000 rupees in Indian rupees. It was, I'm talking about 2009. Then by that time back, we used to charge 20,000 rupees. And in fact, Indian clients used to pay that fees. Where, that time, even the, Madhu ma'am, please correct me if I'm wrong, the NISM, the securities rule were not in place to even charge the fees for the financial plans.
Right,
Still,
right.
the clients they were committed to pay the fees
Right.
for getting the right advice. Now, I've learned this from Madhu ma'am.
I still remember Sonia, one of my best students in PGDFP. I remember you always, and you were a student, then you joined ICFP with me. You became a professor a few years later. So we had a good time together, and lot of learning we shared with each other, right?
Yeah. So if you look at Indian markets also, why, the westernized culture is being faced. All respect for my seniors here, but kids are not living together. People used to think that having a son is my retirement planning. All respects, but that mindset has completely changed. People need to plan their retirement on their own, and need to plan and fund their retirement on their own. And
Right.
that's all comes from the Western culture. Being work with US clients and Australia understands, they don't depend at all on their
Correct.
kids to fund their retirement.
Yes.
Not they never go back to their kids that I need this much money for my retirement.
In
Not
India,
even
it's still
taking care of them.
in India, still a long way to go. People have
Yeah.
started understanding the importance of retirement planning now, Slowly they are, they have started planning for themselves, but very few are doing as of now also.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is where the importance of having a financial plan in place, whether it is for retirement planning or whether it's planning for your kids' education or buying a house. We all Indians also need a financial plan in place. Like, if you just understand it as, you can't just start your journey and say, I'm taking out the car out of my home today and I'm going to travel to this place. You can't just go from place A to B without having a plan as to where you're going, what hotels, what places are you going to stop, and you without any booking. So similarly, everyone needs to plan their life, financial planning, to have the right amount of money at the right point in the time, at the right time. If it is very important, at the right time. If you say, I'm going to invest today for my I'm going to start investing at age of 60 for my retirement, which is at going to be 65, are you going to have $100,000 or 100,000 in per month, 1 lakh per month income if you start saving just for 5 years? That's not possible, right? So we have to start at the right in time, so that right time we can reach there to reach our goals. And this is where we as financial planners come into the client's life to be their coach, to be their financial coach, to help them reach their financial goals. Correct me if I'm wrong, Madhu ma'am.
No,
These
you're
days
perfectly right. Yes.
yeah, these days financial advisors are calling themselves not financial planners or financial advisors. They're saying they're financial coaches to their clients. Is that right?
Yes. In fact, they have to educate their clients as well, along with planning for them. They need to educate them because people have less understanding about finance.
Yeah. So it's not just one-time advice that you're giving into them. You are becoming their coach in educating them and helping their in financial goals. Maybe some of you are into financial advice, are also, or maybe mutual fund distributors here. If you would like to say something, you're most welcome to add anything here. Anyone wants to say something? Yes,
Yeah,
Sandeep.
yeah. Hi, Sonia. This is Sandeep. It's an honor and privilege to talk to you here. So, yeah, absolutely. I have been in the banking industry for almost 12, 13 years with banks like Standard Chartered, Kotak Mahindra, ING, Vaishya Bank, SBI, and with the financial institutions like ICICI and Max New York Life. So, since last 1 year, I have started my financial consulting. Uh, as a wealth accelerator coach. So I coach people how they can accelerate their wealth. Yeah. So I have a 7-step design formula where I train people in a step by step how they can start with the saving rate improvement, retirement planning, investment planning, income tax optimization, insurance optimization. So I have a 7-8 modules which I cover. So my major focus is to educate people how they need to behave in terms of money, because making money is only one part of the game. Another part of the game is keeping money, growing money, and investing money. And people only playing half of the game. They don't know the second part of the game. So then our role becomes more critical, more responsible as a advisor to get the breakthrough whatever they are dealing into. Yeah, because you are making at least 30 years of the money in your entire life, but only one mistakes can you take away all the money.
Yes.
So that has been my journey since last 10 months being an accelerator coach, wealth accelerator coach. I have trained more than 8,000 people till now. So I'm just upscaling my skill level, how I can uh, just bridge the gap with the skill set what this course will can provide. Yeah, over to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Sandeep. Lovely to hear from you. Anyone else who wants to come in and add to it? Okay. So I will
Can I
proceed.
add on something?
Yep, sure,
This is
Anish.
Anish.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it's great to hear from you, and happy to be part of this community. I just cleared the CFP charter like a month ago, and this is my first seminar after CFP. So of course, looking forward to be associated with CFP like you and globally all over the professionals who really have something. There's always something to learn from every one of us. So happy to be a part of it. Well, my experience, what I've been being in the mutual fund distributor industry from the past like 5 to 6 years. What I gain basically in Indian mindset is that suppose if I offer a product, if I tell them that this is his plan and this is the best product for his plan to achieve that objective, then what Indian mental says is that if you have you yourself put your money into that plan or not, that is the half of the work is done. When you say, yes, I have put my own money also in that plan. I have also, suppose there's a ABC mutual fund. Personal touch is very, very important for Indian crowds. That have you made your hands, I don't say dirty, but have you put your hands into the product or not? That things played a lot big role for me to generate clients, generate the AUM. Till it, of course, I am also working in the investment banking industry, so I'm playing a dual role for financial planning also, investment banking also. So, but whatever success, whatever success which I got through financial planning in this Indian community is basically by giving the biggest personal touch that yes, I am there with you. I have been through that what is the journey. Now you come and create wealth. Thank you, and it's always a great pleasure touching with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anish. Lovely to hear from you.
Sonia, I would suggest you to guide them after completing CFP from India. When you shifted to Australia, what exam you had to, appear for, what skills you added to get into a job there. So many of them would like to, apply other countries also. Nowadays, many people are going to Canada and they want to go to US, then Singapore and UK. So, what you have done to get a job in Australia into in financial planning industry?
Thank you, ma'am. That's what was my next this thing. So, when I got married, my husband always wanted to move abroad, and he decided that he wanted to be working abroad and set up. And in fact, he was in the finance industry as well. Before moving to Australia, he said, let me also take up certified financial planner because it's an international accepted course and it will help me get a job, because we never started our journey of moving to Australia with a thought that we already have a job here. We just had a visa, we just had our permanent visa which would help us get a job there, but we never had a job. So when we landed there, we of course were searching for jobs, and people, there would be people who would be discouraging you during this journey. If any of you have that plans of moving abroad, people would say you might have to work in a hotel or in a coffee shop. Believe me, your thought. I was very focused and I said, no, I want to work in the finance industry and I'm sure I can work. And whatever it would take for me to do a additional course or anything, I would go for it and get a job in the finance industry. Yes, it took me first few months to settle down, but in the 6th month of me, I've had this job. To get this job, I had done a little tier 1 kind of a RG 146 course, which was, not required. That was not a prerequisite for me to get the job. They had looked for an important word on my resume, certified financial planner. And when my boss saw my resume, he said, wow, she comes with experience. She's worked with I actually taught certified financial planner as well. So he was very impressed with my qualifications. That was the first. And then he called me for an interview. And he asked me questions. Okay, what do you understand by superannuation? Superannuation is like something like a provident fund in India. So I did give him an explanation because I had studied something, and he said, yes, you could get into this. I had appeared for various interviews at that time, and they all required some local experience. But this was something which gave me an entry role in paraplanning. What is paraplanning in Australia is you support a financial advisor to write strategies, to write whatever financial advice is given by a financial advisor is put together. All the research work, all the calculations, all the products that goes in, all the cash flow modeling goes in by the paraplanner. So I got a luckily that job. I would say one, yes, luck matters. One was, what greatly helped me was certified financial planner. And I asked my boss at that straightforward time, I'm still with the same company with United Global Capital. And I asked him what I had to do to move to the next level in the company. And I really wanted to move my certified financial planner from India to to Australia so that I could do it. Honestly, I'll be very honest. I haven't taken that step, but I have taken one step towards closer to becoming a certified financial planner in Australia. So I have done my diploma in financial planning. That is what is kind of a bridging course to understand the products, the taxation rules, the investments. Because if you understand the taxation that you study in India is quite different to what you study here. So if you plan to move to any other country, you'll have to do some kind of a bridging course. And if you're moving to Canada also, I had some of my friends who moved to Canada and did certified financial planner, successfully moved and got CFP in Canada as well. They had to do some bridging courses, which is related to their taxation and investments so that they understand. So if you go to the respective website of that country, they list as to what courses you will have to do to move on to there. If you've already completed your certified financial planner and you want to move abroad, you should be aware, moving to these countries do require a work visa, permanent visa. I'm sure you're already, if you are looking forward for a career, make sure you also, that's another requisite that these countries look for, that you sort out your visa. And yes, your qualifications would help you definitely, because you know the jargons. That's what I started with. If you know the basics right, you get this. As much as I love working with United Global Capital, my boss loves me. I'm saying this in front of you today. I don't tell it to anyone in my company. He says, you're a God sent person. I have a message which I read whenever I feel like I'm feeling down. I just see that message. He says, you're a God sent person to me because you picked up so well in a in a short period of time. And I really, it was, I didn't have, he was a single man company with a, when he started the business, we were just 5 people in the business, and he was doing himself everything from having his own investment portfolios. Like we have portfolio management services. So we have a share portfolio management services for our clients here, and we generate more than 49% returns. That's what our company is known for. And he was doing everything from doing financial advice to looking at those portfolios. Now from that people of 5, the company has grown to people of 50. And with that company, I have grown too. I had, from being a paraplanner, I stepped on to a senior paraplanner, to becoming an advisor associate, where I was meeting face-to-face clients. And if you want to ask any questions, like, I was like you guys. I had this where I was like, will I be able to talk to Australians? Would they understand me? Would I have the same accent like they have? I had all those butterflies in my stomach when I sat first time on their face-to-face meetings, and I had big clients meetings. But I had overcome with all these challenges, and nothing is difficult. Nothing is, you can crack. You all of you sitting in this room just can go for talking to anyone in this world. If you have the right skills, you get your basics right, you can get it right. I can see Romy
Sonia,
wants to ask some question. Yes, Romy.
Sonia, I just want to ask you that while you got your first job as a para planner, what kind of salary were they offering you at that time? I'm not particular ki aapko kitni salary, that's not my concern, because even I was planning sometime in my past to maybe move to CA, that is Canada. So if in such a situation, I have rather 2 questions, one after another. That is, if I get a job of a para planner, what kind of salary it will fetch? And second, what kind of bridging courses are to be done in Canada so that a person could be a certified financial planner over there also?
Okay, Romy, have you completed your certified financial planner in India?
No, you're not yet. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if you've completed your CFP in India, and if you go on to the website of Canada, CFP Canada, you would see already see their courses, bridging courses that you need to do, but you have to make sure that you have the certified financial planner obtained here to make sure you take up those bridging courses. What do I mean by bridging courses is, let's say they say you have understood the basics of retirement, basics of introduction to financial planning, you understand the client management skills because you've already studied there. So we will waive off these courses as a recognition of prior learning. Yeah,
Okay.
so they will waive off you for, out of their 5 courses, they would say, because you've done already this in India, we will waive off 3 or 2 of these, and you will only have to do some of tax management and investments for you to understand what are the rules here.
Okay.
So once you've done that, you'll be you could become a financial advisor in the foreign land.
So, can these courses be done once I complete my CFP in India? Sorry, these courses could be done online over here, sitting in here in India itself?
You'll have to check on the website, because some of these, like in Australia, I remember that these companies offer some online courses, and especially during this pandemic, most of the universities are offering online courses. So check on those websites which are offering. You can talk to them. They offer email services, so just go and chat with them. They're very helpful. Don't hesitate to talk to them and ask any silly questions that you have, because they want more CFPs to happen in there in India, especially, you know, why I come from Canada and Australia. These are the 2 major countries that normally financial advisors or most of the Indians move. And I also got a permanent resident visa for Australia, where I was of Canada as well, but we chose to come to Australia. And they were inviting a lot of financial advisors applicants, like they needed financial advisors in their country. And just not as financial advisors, all of these countries need mortgage brokers. They all related to finance. So it opens up a lot of other avenues for you in the company to in the country to explore yourself, to have more career options. So I'm sure maybe you want to do CFP because you want to do certified financial planner to become a financial advisor, but there are a lot of other career options that one can take up in this foreign country. Rekha, you want to ask?
Yeah,
you,
I want
ma'am.
to ask you some question. I'm Rekha. Yes, I have completed my CFP. My daughter is working in USA in Facebook, so very oftenly, like I have to go to US. So I'm a MFD over here. For mutual fund, for insurance, for health, everything I do advise. So I'm interested. I don't know how to start work in USA as an advisor, and what I need to do. If you know something, you can guide me.
Rekha,
She's in Silicon Valley, California, near San
California.
Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, to practice, to become a financial advisor in any foreign land, whether it's US, Australia, Canada, anywhere in this world, you would need to get a license from their country. Like India gives you a license to become a financial advisor. You have to go through various courses, like a life insurance agent. You have to become. So similarly, you have to clear those examination. There are some series examination which happens in US, which you will have to clear. But you could look at, because you already have a practice established, Rekha.
Yeah.
Not going taking advice, but just on a personal level, if you have some family friends of your daughter there, talk to them, and you could have NRIs in your portfolio.
Okay, okay, because I don't know. Of course, when I go there, I want to expand my business over there.
Yeah.
But as a CFP, does it carry any meaning over there doing CFP in India?
Yes, yes. CFP is, if you go and talk to them as a certified financial planner, they really respect and they have high this thing. But when I worked with Ameriprise Financial, to practice as a financial advisor, I remember there was certified retirement planning counselor exam, which was called a CRPC examination. There was some series examination which you will have to appear. But if you want to do something like that and go down that path, you might also need visa requirements to be fulfilled to actually work in that foreign land. So you'll have to
Okay.
check that with the US immigration laws, which I can't advise you here. But
Okay.
definitely what you can look at, a lot of Indians living in US are looking to invest in mutual funds in India. Go for advising them, have their portfolios and move to them here.
Okay,
There's a lot of
okay.
opportunity there
Okay,
because you
okay.
have the right skills. Use those skills to do that.
Okay, but that any additional course do I require to do there to advise them in US, because they are working in US and I'm sitting in India. Now everything is digital, so I don't feel that geographical problem might be there. But
It's like
do I require any other courses to do to
if
give right advice to them?
you'll have to check with the immigration laws, as I said. That's what I can't
Okay,
advise on. But if you, let's
okay,
say, if you, I'm a person sitting in US and I approach you, hi Rekha, you're sitting in, I can see you, you're advising on mutual funds. I have around 25 lakhs sitting in my bank account, which I want to invest in Indian markets, and you talk to them and they can easily, you can accept payments, however, like check transfers, EFT transfers, and get the digital forms filled out. For that, you don't need actually the visa laws if the client is approaching themselves to invest their funds. So you're doing like more of NRI investing, but you can't take up money from a person who is a US citizen, because to advise them you would need the visa requirements. So you'll have to check with the immigration officers, which is, I'm not competitive to answer that
okay,
questions. Yeah,
okay, okay. Other
sorry
than
Romy.
immigration, if anything like course, financial
Yeah,
courses, if something
there are
I
some
require.
series examination that happens which gives you license. They call series 7 examinations, blah blah blah, which has been a long time, but you'll have to check on their website.
Okay, okay.
And there are
If
some
you know the
courses as
name
well.
of website, something.
I can search for you, or people at ICFP can search for you and help you with this,
Yeah, we
Rekha,
will help. We'll help you.
to
Okay,
give you a link.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Romy, sorry, did I answer questions or did you have more questions from me? Okay.
That's fine, Sonia. Thanks for answering my question. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so I will just tell you what I did and what does it require to become a financial advisor in Australia, if that helps you today. Most of you might look at moving in Australia, or maybe have some Australian clients in future in your portfolio to advise on, then something that can help you today. So I completed my diploma in financial planning, but if you're an existing financial advisor in India and you declare like they have a stat deck, which is kind of a legal document, and you might have to show your license or your registration, like an ARN number, that you have been advising in India, you are a certified financial planner, you were authorized by the Indian SEBI to advise on financial products and you took the client's financial scenarios in place, if you declare, you can be a financial advisor, but subject to you have to do some bridging courses. So even if you don't do your CFP, but you have the license there in India, and if you have to do some bridging course, which is kind of CFP courses here in Australia, which relates to taxation laws, the ethical environment, and then there is one which is legal aspects of financial advisors, and there is a code of ethics examination that takes place. Like we have code of ethics in CFP, which you might have studied in your initial examination. You also have code of ethics being defined by the FPA. We call it, like, we have Fpsp still, Madhu ma'am,
Yes,
in
yes.
India. Yeah, Financial Planning Standards Board India. We
No,
call here Financial Planning Australia, FPA. So if you go on to FPA website, you can find out what are those courses that you need to fulfill to become a financial advisor in India,
FPSB
in
Limited
Australia,
has
sorry.
direct now. FPSB Limited is now directly conducting CFP in India. FPSB India is no more, so they have taken over from them, and they are doing it directly from US. They have an office in India, but they are doing it directly from US.
Yes.
Which is
So,
more
ma'am,
better.
tell me if they are conducting now directly from US. That what CFP
Yes.
we have done, I have done in last month only.
Okay.
So, does it has some extra value to US if you go to US and need to feel like to miss you want to practice? So, does it help anything more,
You
or
have
any
to do
difference is there that conduct
Rekha, I
FPSB,
can
FPSB India it was, now it is directly under the FPSB USA.
no, but the thing is that you have studied Indian in Indian context, no? You know
Yeah,
about Indian products, you know about the taxation planning of India. So
yeah.
to go and practice in US, you have to clear some exams so that you understand their products and their taxation rules and their legal implications of that. So you have to clear some exam before practicing.
Okay. So what are the any guidelines for that?
That you have to check on the website, as I suggested by Sonia, or we
Yeah.
can help you
So,
later on by checking with them. We can help you
yeah.
definitely
At
later.
least the name of website so I can go through.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
I have got some questions in the chat which I would like to answer. The first question was, can you please tell the US firm name which you worked with? I worked with Ameriprise Financial when I started my career. How had you approached United Global Capital? That's a very good question, and I would like to answer that. Like we have Naukri.com in India to apply for jobs. We have something called Seek here, like you're seeking jobs, so seek.com.au, and I saw job advertisements of paraplanning into of United Global Capital and lots of other companies. So I kept applying for lots of roles there, and I was approached by, this was the second or the third company. And in fact, I'll be very honest on how my interview went and what happened. I was interviewed in the month of August 2017. Yes. And that time my boss hired somebody else. He said, I found somebody. He came back to me very ethically and he said, I have found somebody else in place of yours, but we would be looking at more opportunities in October, in the month of October. Please feel free to approach us at that time. I said, okay, let's see. And I was still searching and I couldn't search. And in the meantime, I was speaking to some people and they said, Sonia, it's very important in this country that you follow back. You always follow up if you've applied for a job, and it makes your cases stronger. And I'm hiring right now for my team. I have a team of 20 people here working with me who helps me in implementation of financial plans, which is called the team of client service officers. And I'm proud of having such an amazing team. And I've actually hired people who have followed up me back saying that they're more interested. So I followed up my boss in the month of October, and it was a Sunday evening when I sent him a message, and he replied back and also sent me a text message and said, Sonia, I'm very keen to meet you. Can you come on Monday at 2 p.m.? I definitely said yes to it, and I got the job the same day after that meeting. So and he till now says that he regrets for not hiring me in the month of August and losing that 3 months of that time. So I mean, if I'm here with that company, I'm because of him, and there's lots of respect between both of us. The company is now big, has become a big company. I hire people like you as well. So if you have the visa, come complete your CFP and come and approach me, send me your resume.
Definitely.
You share your email ID and the mobile, so that if we have a plan, we will contact you.
Add me
Yes,
on your
Sonia ma'am.
LinkedIn. I keep posting jobs on my LinkedIn, and you feel free to apply for those jobs. I recently closed a job position there.
Hi Sonia ma'am, it's Umer here. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Recently, actually, I'm in my second year of my college. I recently completed this CFP certificate.
Yep.
So I want your advice that what should I do now? Like, where should I start now?
So you've completed your graduation?
No,
No. I'm second year of college. As a student, what should I do now?
So Umair, I would like to answer this question. Umair, you have to first complete your CFP because so your graduation, you are in second year. So once you complete your graduation, you will be a graduate plus a CFP certification with you, and then you can start your job. For getting a CFP certification, you have to have 3 years of experience in the financial services industry. So what I suggest is, after completing your graduation, already are a CFP, start a job, work for at least 3-4 years, and if you want to start your practice, you can start your practice. Umair, if you are located in which place, which city of India?
Mumbai.
You are in Mumbai. So do you get time for internship? If you can go for part-time internship as well?
Or yes.
Yeah, so definitely you can share your CV with us, and we can help you in getting some internship.
Okay. So ma'am, where should I share my resume or CV?
You can share with me, or you can I will share my email ID with you.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
I have similar question from Hetri.
Also, ma'am, there is a 1 year of criteria that if we work under CFPCM, active CFPCM certificate, they provide us a certificate. Also, there is a 1 year of criteria.
Yes, you can work with under a CFP. You get a certification, practice certification also. You share with me your CV. I think you asked for my email ID. Please note down my email ID, and we can definitely help you in getting internship. If the student who is doing graduation, he can do part-time internship as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Please share your email ID.
Yeah, I have written. Can you see madhu@icfp.org? Can you see it?
No, ma'am.
Yes, that is visible.
Okay.
That is visible, boss.
Okay. Let me do it again. It's madhu@icofp.org. S for Sina, S for Singapore. Madhu S.
Ma'am, can you repeat it, your email ID?
It's Madhu S. MADHUS @icofp.org.
ICOFP.org.
.org.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So I think you are done with questions, or you have more questions for Sonia?
Hi, this is Janvi this side. First of all, thank you so much for connecting this webinar. This is at the right point of time, when I think most of us are in so much confusion, like what to do ahead. So one thing I wanted to ask is, so basically I am planning for PR in Canada, and I had also, applied for FP Canada taxation module and everything. Everything is in process. But one major thing which I want to know is basically they are hiring only aspirants who are having certain, experience in financial planning. Okay, now me being into background of distribution side into financial planning in mutual fund industry, for me it has become a very much difficult decision. What should I do? Should I switch? Like I have 7.5 years of experience. Should I switch at this point of time into with a financial planner and take experience certificate from them, or should I apply directly and search for job in Canada, or wait for like a year or more than a year? I'm really confused. If you can guide me something on that.
Janvi, I would say local experience in if you're planning to move to Canada, it's very important to gain the local experience. All of these countries do matter having a local experience. So even if I know you in India right now, you are at a higher position and already practicing as a financial advisor, don't expect when you go into a foreign land to get exactly as a job as a financial advisor at the very start. Even if you've taken the qualifications, it is very important that you understand their basics by getting a basic experience. So work with a financial planner as an advice assistant, or in an administration role where you understand their rules, regulations, their laws for your understanding. And once you've got that experience, whether you stay in the same company or you move to another company, your local experience there would matter and would help you to step up where you want to be.
Okay, great. One more thing, if you can just quickly guide me is, how do I choose a good financial firm, financial planning firm to start with? Like I am totally new. I have just recently passed out my CFP. How do I research on like, how do I choose a financial planning firm? So currently I'm located in Mumbai, and there are too many, placements which are there on Naukri. Now I'm really confused. Like how what are the basic criteria which I need to check?
Are you talking about in India or are you talking about in Canada?
So in Canada, they have clearly told me that you need some experience from your native land, that is India. So I need to have some experience over here. So now I'm researching that whether I go for this or no. But in case I am planning to, have some experience from India, what things should I keep in mind? If you can guide me on that.
Yes, I think Madhu ma'am here can help you to get refer you to some financial planners who are in Mumbai. She can give you a list of names. They are very good financial planners in Mumbai. Madhu ma'am, if you could help here.
Yeah, she can. Yeah, she can share her CV with me. I will definitely help her.
Sure. Thank you so much. That would be of a great help. Thank you so much.
Is there any other specific questions that you want me to
Hello, yeah.
answer?
I'm Sandeep Mishra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Actually, hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible, Sandeep.
Yes, you're audible. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm Sandeep Mishra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Actually, I have completed my CFP and CFL level 1 and retirement advisor series 10 at NB. Actually, I have been working with my NRI clients in both distribution model and fee-based model. Okay, 60% of my AUM is in fee-based model, hmm? And 70% of my clients belongs to UAE and Saudi,
Okay.
and a considerable amount of AUM are from UAE. Hmm? So they also advise me periodically to shift here and continue. So what shall I do now? Shall I pursue my career in India? And after completing CFA, I'll move there, or shall I join there?
Sandeep, I think it's a personal decision that you have to take for yourself, whether you would like to continue to be in India, or do you want to be, have some international exposure for some time and come back. Are you
Yeah.
talking about moving to UAE, Dubai, or?
Uh, yeah, I'm seeking your advice. Yeah.
Yeah, so Sandeep, if I'm not an expert in international this thing, but as far as I know, Dubai doesn't offer permanent resident visa. It's not a it's not a country where people would Indians like to retire. They come back after working for certain years. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
your personal opinion and your what your family and what you want to do for yourself. I would suggest sit down on a piece of paper and decide for yourself what would be the advantages of staying here in India and what would be the advantages of moving there. Or maybe you would like to consider for moving for 2 to 3 years to get some international experience and have more international NRI clients in your portfolio.
Can I just work with some other firms considering my current education, CFP
Uh,
and CFA level 1?
Yep, so you'll have to apply for jobs there. In fact, Dubai is one of the country which which offers you visa with work. It's one of that flexible country.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Sonia, this is Anish again. Just a small question to you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, just small question that the reason why I opted for CFP, like I'm good at numbers, and number crunching was something which I've always fond of. So that's why I did CFP. And what I'm looking at this in my current research activity, that paraplanning seem to be very common in Australia. There's Atlas outsourcing, there is Abound paraplanning services. A lot of companies are there who are working through outsourcing of paraplanning activities. So just wanted to understand this scope of activity, because being working at the backside of financial planning, because we are a company in India and we take a lot of outsourcing activities from Dubai also. But currently, what I'm thinking to foray into this parallel planning outsourcing activities from Australia and other countries where financial planning advisory is at its pinnacle right now. So just wanted to have your thoughts on that. And this is something which the reason why I joined this seminar for today was to understand about this, because Australia is setting a hub for taking a paraplanning outsourcing services. So just your thoughts on that.
If you ask me honestly, we did consider and we were doing paraplanning. There's a company based in Ahmedabad which does
Right.
paraplanning services for
Valentina?
Australian
It's Valentina.
Yep,
Is it
Valentina.
Valentina?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, okay.
So we hired some of the paraplanners from there to work on our financial plans, and there is a lot of opportunity. A lot of financial advisors not only hire paraplanners but also to do a lot of back-end administration work. And I work with I have a team in Philippines, a team of 5 people who does a lot of data entry stuff for us. Anish, just give me one. Sorry, this would have to be my last question because I have some other commitments after this. So Anish, yes, there is a lot of outsourcing that is happening from across, not just Australians, but there's a lot of financial advisors who want to hire and outsource the staff from there, and people like you who've done CFP and know their basics, they want to hire and get you trained in on their local softwares and put you into financial planning.
That would be great. If I can
Then
get some, what to say, context from your side or some people you know, I'll be happy to engage. And just a last point that I put a request on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to connect with you. Thank you.
Yep, sure. Thanks,
Sonia,
Anish. We'll
same
be
here, same here. I would be also like
sure.
to have answers.
Yep, sure. I'll be happy
Please
to
share,
connect.
please share your email ID if possible.
Hey, good afternoon,
Why don't we
Sonia. Sorry,
connect
I'm
on
holding you
LinkedIn?
on.
Okay.
Why don't we do one thing, because I still see a lot of questions coming in and I'm just sitting in a hotel room which I need to give it back, and I mean I'm sitting in someone else's room to take this conference and need to move to another room, so I'm so sorry about today. And what we can do is, if you could either reach out to Madhu ma'am, Christian, and your contact people at International College of Financial Planning, they can send me a list of questions that you guys have and they can get back to you with the answers. And I can share the links and stuff, whatever you need about Australia, the name of the companies, blah blah blah. I can help you with, sorry I'm saying this word, blah blah blah, but yes, whatever questions you have, and whatever you need assistance in Australia. But lot of these countries, Australia, Canada, they require local, they require visa, work visa for you to work for any jobs. Honestly, in my team, I have myself hired Indians, and there's no problem. I have got 2 to 3 people in Indians who are working with me in my team for this kind of support staff to financial advisors. So I'm happy to help with whatever questions you have.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sonia, for sparing your valuable time, and I'm very happy to see you again after so many years. And I'm sure many of the questions have already been answered. So rest of the questions can be mailed to us, and we can connect with you. You can give us the answers, and we can mail to them. Thank you so much, Sonia, for your time.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
It's a privilege
Thank you,
talking
ma'am.
to you all. Have a lovely day. All the best. Stay positive, and you can conquer the world if you think so. So just think positive and be positive about what you do, and you'll get there. You'll
Thanks,
get what
ma'am.
you want to.
All the best,
Yes.
Sonia. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
All the best to
Thank you,
everyone.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, so I would like to share some PPT with you, giving you the brief about CFP program. Give me a minute. Can you see the PPT? Can you see the slide?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give you a brief about this CFP program. Many of you have already done CFP in the legacy program, because this is the new program which we started in India. Earlier it was like 5 papers you have to clear. Now there are 4 levels. So this is world's only 4-in-1 certification program. Yeah. You all know that it's a global recognized certification. So certified financial planner is a international marks of excellence granted to professionals specialized in personal finance. It's offered by Financial Planning Standards Board USA directly in India. CFP certification is the only global recognized symbol of excellence for financial planners. And this course is valid in 27 countries across the world. As you were hearing, we were talking to Sonia, who has done this course in India, and she's working in Australia. One of my earlier students also working, some of them are working in Canada, some of them are working in US as well. One of them is working in Singapore. So there are many opportunities in India as well as abroad. It's not that you have to go abroad to apply this knowledge. It is very rightly, there are a lot of scope in India as well. So within one program, you get 4 global specialist certification in the area of personal finance. So it is new CFP program is divided into 4 levels. At each level, you study specialized content, and at the end, you get specialist certification. So when you talk of level 1, it is Fpsb's investment specialist. Level 2 is Fpsb's retirement and tax specialist. Level 3 is Fpsb risk and legacy specialist. So once you clear these 3 levels, you are eligible for the last level, that is CFP final. That is when after clearing this level 4, you get CFP certifications. And this is a list of subjects which we teach in each level. Level 1 have 3 subjects: personal financial management, investment planning and asset management, and regulatory environment and law and compliance. Once you register with ICFP and this course, we start with level 1 teaching. So over a period of 2.5 months, the teaching is complete, maximum 3 months, and you can appear for level 1 exam. Then we start with level 2 teaching, which includes retirement planning and tax planning. Level 3 is risk and estate planning specialist, which is risk management and estate planning. In this new curriculum, estate planning has been given a lot of importance. As we all know, legacy planning is very, very important for individuals as well as for the business houses, small businesses. So they have to plan for their future transfer to the next generation also. So the last exam is CFP final, where we understand about the financial planning process, engaging clients for life, and developing effective financial plans. What I have observed in the previous old syllabus and the new syllabus, because I have developed content and I am teaching many subjects also, that this CFP curriculum is most of practical based. They check your logical understanding, because once you have the basic understanding, as Sonia was rightly saying, once your basics are clear, then you can work anywhere. So once this whole course is teaching you about the basics, plus the logics of everything, and they're making the base, and very wonderful program. Since I am also teaching it, I'm teaching for the last many years the old curriculum as well, and I'm teaching the new curriculum as well. So new curriculum is much far better than the old curriculum, and it gives you a lot of inputs about the global aspects of financial planning as well as Indian aspects. In every book, in every subject, 70% is global, which is common around the world, and 30% is India specific. Right? So this is, you want to go first? Yeah.
Ma'am, where this college is located? This your International College of Financial
We
Planning?
are in Delhi and as well as in Mumbai. But the
In
classes,
Mumbai.
yeah, Mumbai as Delhi, but the classes are going online. So we are
Okay.
having virtual classes. So you can be in any city of India, and we
Okay.
are available there. Yes, because
Okay.
we are conducting online classes, virtual classes.
Okay, so like we have completed CFP, and I'm also interested in teaching.
Right.
So, do you have any like scope for the have a teaching experience over
Yes,
here?
yes, definitely. You can share your CV with us, then we can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
So, so we have 3 modes. We have classroom. As of now, classrooms are not happening because of COVID. So we
Yeah,
have virtual mode where we are conducting classes on Saturday and Sunday, and we have e-learning mode as well, because if you're not able to attend lectures, we give you recorded lectures as well. So there are 3 ways in which how we teach, and this is the fee of ICFP. If you are going for classroom training, you can go level 1, level 2 wise, or you can give the fees at one go, and you can then you can get some discounts as well. You can see in classroom teaching, the sum total of all is 65,000, but if you pay all 4 in one for at once, you have to pay only 45,000. If you go with virtual class online, then the fees is 55,000, but if you pay once, then 37,500. And if you want to go with e-learning, where you get recorded lectures, the fees is less, but then it's better to have the experience of, with teacher, because you have lot many questions to ask when you are attending classes. And we are having classes on Saturdays and Sundays, right? And sometimes in the evenings also, if you have doubt clearing session, we have in the evenings from 7 to 9 or 8 to 10, we have doubt clearing sessions. And you get mock test, you get a wonderful content. Then you have workbooks, very lengthy workbooks where you can practice and you can clear the exam. So our pass rate in this new level is around 85 to 90%. And ICFP being the first college in India which started financial planning course, and we are the largest in terms of number of students, in terms of the qualification of faculties, in terms of number of nice faculties, good faculties who are teaching. And so the pass out ratio is very high, because the delivery is also very good. So this is, you have to just pay 5,000 if you want to enroll, and the balance you can pay in easy interest-free installments. We have tied up with for student loan as well. If you feel that the amount is high, then we can definitely go ahead with the loan facility also. And then if I talk about Fpsp board fees, registration fees is US dollar 165, which is valid for 1 year. You can do registration for all the 4 levels at one go by paying $165. Then you have to compulsorily get ebooks, which the cost is $300 for level 1 to 3, $60 each. Final level is 120, so you don't have to pay $300 at one go. As and when you are appearing for your exams, level 1, level 2, level 3, you have to pay the fees and get the books. And then Fpsb exam fees is $305 when you appear for exams. Say level 1, you have to pay $61, then level 2, level 3, $61 each, and the final exam, you have to pay $122. So you don't have to pay all the fees at one go. It will be taking around a year's time to pay all the fees. Once you have completed your CFP, you also have to pay renewal fees to Fpsb, which is $120. They have written $120, but recently they have started, they're charging only $100, because I have also paid $100 to them to renew my CFP, because why you have to earn 15 CE points, that is continuous education points, because this financial planning industry is a dynamic industry. You have to keep up with what is happening in the industry. That's why they want to check your knowledge, whether you are updating yourself regularly or not. So you have to earn 15 CE points and also pay $120 as the CFP renewal fees. And if you want to know more about this in detail, you can call us at this number. So our counselors are there. They will be happy to guide you to how to enroll for the CFP program with ICFP. You can note down these numbers. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Ma'am, I have a question. This is Poonam.
Yes, Poonam.
Okay. Ma'am, I just wanted to reconfirm of what Sonia discussed and along with you, that if one has to move, if one ever decides to move abroad in terms of settling down, one has to have a CFP done in India, which will have weightage to apply for a job overseas.
Right.
But the thing is that the taxation and the laws are different here as compared to abroad. So one has to do separate exams over there. But then some bridging courses, which she said. But then if one does not do CFP here and does it there, does it make sense?
So that much time will be spent there to studying only. So if you study in India and then you can go and do some bridging course there, that will be a better option.
Okay. And these, sure, please continue.
Please ask.
Okay. And the second thing is this course, which you just showed us the PPT of all the levels. Is there a particular time, or you can just join this anytime?
Anytime.
Anytime. Great.
So we have practice going on every month.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And you said it's weekend classes, which is Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
And how many hours in a day?
On the week. Before you join, so Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours. Maybe sometimes Sunday 4 hours.
Okay. And at the moment, it's only virtual. So if one signs up for virtual, then you can move to classroom later.
Yeah, when it starts, because abhi to corona ki wajah se it's not happening.
Yes. Because I'm based in Mumbai and I'm very keen to, whatever I've attended the webinar today was really helpful. So I'm surely interested. The only thing I was asking is purely because I have work experience. And I said, in case one decides to relocate or move overseas, then should one do CFP there or should one do CFP here and then go and
I think better you do CFP here, so you understand the basics of all CFPs. Only thing you have to add knowledge of their products and their taxation rules.
Okay,
So
and as you mentioned,
less time will be spent in getting a job there.
Okay, great. And as you just mentioned in the conversation earlier, that most of the study has a global coverage already.
70%.
So that would Yeah, so that would be of an added advantage.
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot for the clarity.
Hi, ma'am. This is Hetvi from Mumbai.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. I wanted to know that after doing the CFP, I'm planning to move abroad and study CFA over there.
Right.
So I just want to know that what is the work experience for like CFP? You told that 3 years you have to study for. You have 3 years. You should have the work experience for license of CFP.
If you want to start your practice, then you need a license. Otherwise, to get into a job, the CFP examination is fair enough.
Okay, so after once I complete my CFP capstone exam, I'll get my certificate, right?
Yes, yes. You will get a job also. Yes, you can get a job.
Okay, I will get a job and I'll get a certificate. But for my practice, for my own firm, I have to. I will need 3 years of work
Yes.
experience.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes. Your voice is coming.
Yeah, I just want to say, I have almost 25 years of experience into commercial. I'm a commercial manager with a MNC. So actually, I have not done. I want to do this course and just do my own business after completing this course. So, is there this 3 year? It will be a hurdle starting my own business.
So have you, where are you working at present?
Yeah, I'm working with a APC company in Mumbai.
So that is not accounts. Are you taking care of accounts?
No, I know, but I really, it's not a accounts job. It's a more of a commercial contracts job. Yeah, means
I think that will also give you some exposure. That can also be taken as experience. If your company can give you a letter that you are taking the commercial aspects of that, I will have to check with FPSB.
okay. This is
Maybe
more of the commercial contracts that I am handling.
you have to check with the FPSB. You have to check whether they will be considering this as a requisite experience or not.
Okay.
Even if you are working in accounts department, that also take as a work experience in finance.
I have a question here.
Yes, Abhishek.
My question is that I come from a non-finance background and I want to do it for my own understanding. But whatever is my interaction with the your colleagues also, that I mean, after completing the examination, clearing the examination, we do not get a license unless until you have worked for 1 year. So that I wanted to clarify.
Yes, you need some experience, but yes, whether there is any, restriction, maybe there's some relaxation in that. I will have to check with FPSB and get back to you. Krishan, we can get back to him on this part after checking with FPSB.
Yeah, because I've been working in marketing for a number of years, but
yes.
Obviously I'm come from a non-finance background.
But you want to start a practice only after doing CFP?
No.
Then you can get into a job after getting the certificate. If you want to change the job, you can get.
No intention of changing the job. It is just for my own understanding. But the question is that
if you want to practice,
I want to understand that do we get a certification? Yes or no? This I don't understand.
So you will get a level 4 ka mark sheet.
Okay.
And level 3 ka you will get certification. Level 4 you will get mark sheet also.
Okay.
And you can, if you want to change the job, you can change the job with that. And if you want to start your own practice, then you need 3 years of experience. Otherwise, for your knowledge, that's not required.
Okay. But do you think it makes sense to give examination?
You want to study, understand, and you don't want to pay for exam. That's what you
No,
want.
I want to know, does it make sense to give exam or it's only study is good enough?
Study with examination with classes, it will be a good option because faculties will give you a lot of insights. And then you can decide after joining the course whether you really want to go for examination or not.
Okay, and how much time do you get? How much time do you get to do that?
See, once you take admission and you start classes, and then the examinations are level one wise, level 1, level 2, level 2. If you want to appear for exam, you can appear, or for just your knowledge sake, you can do this course and do your planning in a better way. Right? That's your question.
No, but my question is, does it really make sense to give exam? Does it help you or?
No, if you want to use this qualification for future careers or you want to start your practice, then you have to clear the exams. because that is a requisite. Otherwise, if you want to just go with the knowledge, you can take admission, attend classes, understand the subject well, and then you can do your own planning.
No, my only question is that, for example, during the virtual classes and this particular teaching program, do we get to practice something, or it's only
Yes, yes.
one-way communication?
No, no, it is practice, 100% two-way communication.
Okay.
These are very interactive classes.
Okay.
Yes, Romi?
What will it cost with, ma'am? All to, matlab, including the USDs and IRs, that is your fees and the Fpsp fees. Maybe in terms INRs, maybe this brief idea, maybe a lakh of rupees, something like it.
It is FPSB. This is the FPSB the fees, and this is the college fees. I have given you this slide. This is college fees. Can you see this? Yeah, this is the college fees for giving you the knowledge, the classes, and then this is the FPSB fees. Yeah, it will be up to a lakh, yes.
So it's total 1 year course, or how, after how many
It
period?
all depends upon you. We'll be completing level 1 say in 3 months, then 2 months. Then you can go with level 1, then level 2, level 3, level wise. You can complete before completion of 1 year, maybe 9 months, 10 months, or some people do in 8 months. So it all depends on you how much time you can spare for your studies, and how early you can complete your course and appear for exams. Because every month there is examination. Every month we have a new batch coming up, and we have classes going on regularly. You can decide when you want to complete, and you can keep a target date for yourself.
What are the timings?
Saturday we have classes from 5 o'clock onwards,
Okay.
5 to 7, then 7 to 9, and then Sunday we have 9 to 11 or 10 to 12, and then 1 to 3. So Saturday, Sunday we have classes for CFP.
Okay.
This registration fee, ebooks fee for level 1, and the exam fee has to be given at one shot.
No, I have explained here. Once you
Okay.
take admission, you have to pay
Yes.
fees to ICFP. If you
This
go
is
with,
the classes money.
yeah, classes done. Then once you do registration, 165 for all the 4 levels. And when you
Okay.
take ebooks from FPSB, then for every level you have to pay $60. Suppose you want to appear for level 1 exam, you have to pay $60 fees for getting the study material. And when you
Okay.
appear for level 1 exam, you have to pay $61 for level 1 exam. So it will be scattered over a year, not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Registration fee, if I just want to do level 1 first, so it will be
No, registration will be
you,
for the whole 4 levels.
oh, for the whole 4 levels.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
Fine.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yes, more questions?
Ma'am, hello.
Yes, yes.
I have just completed CFE last month, and I'm going to graduate next. So I'm looking for internship.
Okay, you can share your CV with us.
Okay, ma'am. And there is one more thing that I have to need 3 years experience, right?
Hmm.
So without that experience, can I apply for like
Job you can.
Australia or no, no, for examinations that I need for CFP in Australia?
Okay.
Can I apply that examinations?
I think I'll have to check with FPSB. This part we have to check with FPSB.
Okay, ma'am.
Right.
I had a question. This is Manan this side.
Lot of disturbance is coming. I have to mute everyone.
I think somebody coming talk.
No, but if you have any question, you can ask, or we'll wind up, because I have a class at 2 o'clock. I have to wind up, and if you have more questions, please ask.
So, ma'am, whom to contact once I just talked to you. I am not. It's not a
Okay.
related experience. So it's a different experience in a commercial words. So how do I get a certificate?
So I will tell you to contact Kishan. Kishan, I can share your ID.
Yeah.
Kishan, are you there? This is my.
Ma'am, what we can do is we can wind up now, and I have shared the number.
Huh.
And if anyone has any doubt or something,
Yes, ma'am.
we can connect you one
Yes,
on one
yes,
with
yes.
you.
Sure, sure.
Kisan will connect.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I think that
This
makes
is
sense.
the
That's okay.
yeah. This is the number 9711437779.
Thank you, Kishan.
Yeah.
You can call it or call on this number, and Kisan or any one of from my team will
Yeah, they will.
connect you with ma'am.
Yes, yes.
And thank you, ma'am.
Sure,
Thanks
sure.
a lot.
Thank you.
All the best, students. So look forward.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to be part of my class soon.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All the
Thank
best.
you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.